I think that's that. And she's going to be talking to you a little bit about brows and what she knows. So take it away, Arvella.
Brows and what I know. Here we go. I love doing my brows. As you can see how sparse my brows are. I don't know if you can tell, but the first thing we want to do, I'm going to be sharing with you our brow pencil, our defining brow pencil. And at first, I want to show you how to measure your brows, where your brows should start, where your arch should be, and where they should end. And the best way to do that, you can use the pencil or a brow brush. And you just want to go from the edge of your nose up through the inner corner of the eye. And that's where our brow should start. Go through the iris of the eye. Whoops, I go that way, right? The iris of your eye, that should be where your arch should start. And you can open your pencil up and you can put little dots at each portion so you know exactly where to go. Edge of your eye out of the outer corner of your eye. And I'm going to be looking off to the side in my mirror.
You lost your job right now.
I should put a little dot right there, and that's where my brow should actually end. When I do my brows, so again, inner corner, center, right through the iris, and then the outer edge, okay? And then I love to start lining from the bottom of my brow so that I can just get a nice definition. Can you guys see me okay? I want to make sure I'm not blocking anything. And I'm just going to go line the bottom. I'm looking in my mirror, so excuse me for just a second. I like to anchor my pinky on my chin because that gives me some stability. And now I'm just going to lightly, very lightly, line the bottom. Take it to that dot I made. And I'm doing it very lightly. Can you see that line? And now I'm going to go up to the top. And I'm going to start at the back of the brow and then come up to where that arch should be, and then start filling in right there across the top. And just, can you see better definition already, right?
Absolutely.
And now I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to fill in, and I want to use my pencil and make it and mimic the hair. So I'm doing short strokes. So you want to do short strokes inside where you just lined. So I'm just doing short strokes. And let me know if you're having a hard time seeing. And can you see, already see the definition there?
Definitely.
Right. So nice feathery strokes. And I love our brow pencil because it just goes on so smooth and so nicely and just lays down the color. And you can do it as light or as dark as you like it, depending on the time of day. Really depends on how dark I make my brows. And one of the things I like to always tell people is just to remember, yes, you have two brows, but they do not have to be twins. So it's going to be really, really hard to get them exactly alike. So I'm just using those feather strokes right here. And I try not to make the inner part of my brow as dark as the outer part because it just kind of looks too harsh. When I get to the outer part, I just kind of tend to go make longer strokes. Whereas when I was here in the front part of the brow, I was doing more of a feather stroke. Now I'm doing a longer stroke and just filling all that in.
So does that mean it's going to be darker or it's going to be thinner, like lighter?
It's going to be a little bit lighter here because this, when you put it, when it's too dark here, it kind of makes me look a little older. It's a little too harsh. So I try and make sure it's just a little bit lighter inside, and coming out here, I make it darker because I want the focus to come, you know, a little bit wider. And see how easy it was to make that?
Nice.
Look at
Wow,
the
what a
difference there.
difference. Wow.
And then I will take my brow. I didn't introduce you to my brow brush. This is the brow tool.
No,
So
Mr.
we have a
Brown.
spool, we have a spoolie on one end, and then we have the liner brush part on this end. And so I'm going to take the spoolie and I'm just going to spool it up, or just spool it up, brush it up just a
Split it up.
little.
I like it.
And I usually do that before just to get so I can see where exactly I want to line. And then the new brow gel. We had, what's it been? Maybe 5, 6 years since they took it away. They brought it back. I'm so excited. Can you tell? So it's a clear gel, has a little brush on it, just like your mascara brush. And you just lightly flick it up on your brow. And it just gives you this nice, it doesn't dry hard, but it just makes everything stay in place. Your brows stay perfect all day long. If you don't want to put anything on your brows, you can just use the gel just to set your brows and just make them stay in place if you have those brows that want to go all over the place. Great product for men who have those unruly brows. So you want to make sure if you have any men, this is a great product for them.
Wow,
Yeah.
good idea.
So that's how I do my brows. And then you just do the same thing on the other side.
Love
Did you
it.
want me to do them both or you want to do? And then Kathy, were you going to talk about the brow gel? Because I know that's the brow tint, because I know that's something you use.
Yeah, I think I am. Just hang on a second. Let me, oh boy.
Kathy's going to share with us the brow tint. That is
May I ask
something
a
that I
question?
don't use.
Yeah,
Yes,
ask the question.
ask
May I
the
ask it?
question.
I'll fill in space a little bit. Because it's interesting because I always knew about the 3 points, of course, but I always have an issue because, like you said, it comes too dark here. So how do you control the amount of color that you're putting on?
You
Because I
control
find
it by the pressure that you put. I tend to, when I'm on the inner part of my eye, I tend to hold the pencil down toward the end of the pencil
okay,
because it's lighter. If you hold the pencil up here, you're going to put it on darker. So if you hold it here, you're holding the pencil, it's lighter and it just floats across your brows.
okay, because I have
So
to try
that next time to just hold it by the it. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so okay. Well, I like the tint. Now I don't have any brows at all. I have very, very light, which now they're already done, but I love the tint because I don't have much hair left. And I find as we age, that's one of the things you lose more of, and they thin out. So the tint actually volumizes. It has little fibers in it. And so what I like about it is it adds volume to my very, very thin eyes. And again, eyebrows, I should say, so that it looks like I have more hair. I don't know if you could see that, but
Yeah.
see how they're more defined. Now,
And what
if you
color
saw
do
me
you use,
without a
Kat?
brow, what's that?
What color do you use?
Blonde,
You use the blonde?
blonde. Yeah. And if I actually took off my brow, which I probably should have done, you really see, because I have like virtually nothing. Arbella has a little brow. I have nothing. So you can see by I use a pencil and I use the tint
Okay.
to get a brow for me. So again, like Arbella's saying, it really depends on you, what you need. Now having the gel, again, that's kind of like a setting spray. So it keeps them intact because I have any little hairs I have, which I certainly don't want to lose those. They're not very cooperative. So they go in a lot of different directions.
Right.
So again, this is a way of taming them for sure.
And
So,
I know Jane put in the chat that she uses the brow gel to cover her grays.
oh,
Yes, I
I
do.
love that.
I have a question though.
Yes.
Can you use the tint and the gel? Like, can you use the tint and then use the gel on top of it?
Sure. I would think so. Yeah. Right, Kat?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because what
Thank
it's
you.
doing is it's sealing in. Think of it as like you just did your hairstyle, you put your whatever, and then you're sealing it in when you put the gel. So, yeah. So,
And I tell you, I've been telling people our gel is back and they're like, sign me up. They have been waiting for it.
Yeah, we have a great gel, and that's for sure. And so much is about brows because you can see without a brow, it's like you have no frame. Your eye looks lost. right? I mean, you have beautiful eyes, but look at the difference
Yeah,
with it. It's like a picture without a frame,
yeah, yeah.
so brows are happening, baby, happening. But now, what happens if you want to go a little bit more and you want to do the eyes? Because again, we're bringing out the eyes. And I was looking at this beautiful picture, which I downloaded, which is the new nudes.
Love it.
So what are you wearing?
I am actually wearing the new nude also.
What a coincidence.
And look how different it looks on both of us.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. You see the difference, but same colors. We have
Yes.
different skin tones, but again, and the colors, which I could share the screen if you guys would like to see what the colors actually look like. How's that? Can you see that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you can see that it's 4 colors. You have your shiny penny, which is the base,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have the mahogany in the crease. The gold status I'm using on my lid,
Mm-hmm.
and then the espresso is my outer to define the eye. And then it's all about the mushing or blending together. I call it the mush. But yeah, don't you love these guys? And these are the nudes. Everybody could wear them. I think it brings out our eyes. Yes.
Yes. And you know what I love about these colors, and just by you and I both having it on, it just shows you how different it's going to look on people on different skin tones, but also you can adjust the intensity to the time of day. If you're going out at night, you can make it stronger and more of a smokiness to it. It's just so versatile.
Exactly. Now, I know it gives us both, we're both wearing the eyeliner, the brown liner, which I love. It's got redness to it. Now, what are you using? Are you using the golden copper blush?
I am using the golden copper blush.
And now, which
Yes.
highlighter are you using?
I actually forgot to put the highlighter on,
Okay.
so I
Okay.
don't have one on.
Okay, so I have the glazed. You'd probably wear the honey glow.
Yeah, I would
And
normally.
highlighters on the top of the cheekbone here.
Mhm.
Contour?
Cocoa, just a
Okay.
little bit though. Yeah,
Right.
just a little
Mine is
bit.
latte.
Yeah.
And then lipstick, what color are you wearing?
I actually have the downtown brown on, which I'm surprised. It looks not as dark as I thought it was going to look.
And are you wearing a gloss? Beach bronze?
No gloss, no gloss.
Okay. Well, I have to tell you, as you can see here, now this, if you're wondering where this is in our spring book, but it shows that if you have an ivory skin tone, a beige, or a bronze skin tone, these would be the suggested colors.
Yes.
And again, if you have more of a cooler undertone, which would be the, why are you not moving? More blue undertones, and it went the other way. You would wear different colors, but I'm surprised because I would never wear this color. This is subdued nude, but I'm wearing it with the beach bronze, which means the accent is on my eyes, which it is because these are pretty bold colors for me. Okay, let me get out of that. So any comments or questions from the, I was going to say the peanut gallery. Oh, no, anybody have any comments or questions?
I do.
Maria.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you because that was fun to watch, and especially thank you, Arvella, with the eyebrows. I learned something new. But also the colors that you showed when I looked at them closely, those are the colors I was wearing in that picture I just sent you because are the exact colors, which is pretty funny. I don't know where I actually didn't have a map to look at. I was like, oh, this looks fun. And I used all those colors, but I used it with a red lipstick because I was wearing a red dress. So that was another way to accent the lips, and then I used a gloss. I used sheer illusion over the red just to kind of soften it a little bit. So yeah, I also use that colors, and I have a different tone than you girls as far as skin.
Yeah.
It goes with everybody.
Yeah, you know what's fun in the Mary Kay books, if you get your Mary Kay lookbook from your consultant, there are some really great fun looks in here. But don't be deceived just because the person might not be your skin tone. You know, most of the looks we all can adjust to.
Yes.
And you know, again, Mary Kay always is more of the natural, enhanced look. So let me just get ourselves out of there. You know, and again, if when it comes to makeup, it's so much fun to play with colors. If you have a beauty consultant, you can be bold and have some fun. She can help you. You can play, and guess what? You try before you buy, so you know what you like. So you don't have to go to the store, buy something, take it home, and then it's like, I don't even know what to do with these colors, right? So that's the fun thing. So let me remove the pins.
You know, I'm actually wearing the Rich Truffle lip liner and Downtown Brown.
And as you can see, it looks different on everybody, you know. So, but the browns and stuff are you know, and the beiges, for me, it's a beige. They're neutrals, so they're great nudes, you know, to go with really anything. I mean, Maria stepped it up by adding a red because she was wearing a red dress and going out, you know, to a wedding. But that's the fun thing. So you don't need to have a lot of things. Well, I don't think there's anything else we need to share for brows and eyes tonight, but stay tuned because we have a lot of other things coming up. Actually, we have one on, do you know your best skincare line? Do you know what a good skincare line consists of? And what category are you in? So you'll stay tuned for that because there'll be a flyer up for the next one. All right, ladies, thanks for joining us.